I think that's me. Yep, that is indeed me. How's it going, RGL? LRock617 here at you this morning with a couple of games. Start us off with a game I learned a couple months back, and once I reminded myself that it had food, I thought it would be a good call. So, this is Mad City, known to most people as The Adventures of Bayou Billy, but this is actually the Famicom version, so it's quite a bit easier than what most people have played. Gonna be doing something a little bit different today. Any item I can pick up, food, fuel for the car, because cars gotta eat too, you name it, I'm gonna get it. It's gonna add a lot of time onto the run, but I'm okay with that, because, you know, gotta feed the kids, and in this case, gotta feed Billy. Because Billy was a kid too once upon a time, and so are all of us. Go ahead and get us started there. Also, we'll apologize up front if I miss any chat activity, because also I'm trying to make sure I keep track of like donations that come in and stuff. I want to make sure I can read those off. But thank you all so much for all of your support that I'm unfortunately able to miss. All right, let's go ahead and the title screen does not last long if it doesn't want to. So we're gonna start on there. So this is The Adventures of Bayou Billy, also known as Mad City. Goal for this game is we're trying to rescue our girlfriend Annabelle from the villainous Godfather Gordon. Starts off here in the bayou, because of course it does. That guy should be dropping some food. We're going to get that. Some nice little Thanksgiving turkey. It's the only food we see in the early portions of the game's version of wall meat. But it's good enough because it refills us to full health every single time. Next goal is going to be to get this stick from the guy in the pink flak jacket. This stick does a lot of damage, and it has really good range. Even over here drops food. Food, I don't believe in this game is entirely random. Like, some enemies are always going to drop it, like this guy on the right is definitely going to. Sometimes he drops two, and the weird thing is, if he drops the second one, it despawns the first one. So I guess only one food can be on screen at a time, but that time we only got one, so it's fine. Ew, that was rude. Hate it when they do that. You get anti-air, it's no fun. Onto the swamp. But these guys are going to pop out here in their scuba gear. Turn around. They drop food occasionally. This guy did. That's pretty cool. Gonna be well fed on some turkey. Gotta have the gun for a little bit here. I'm going to take the armor, anticipating getting rid of it. That just won't happen right away. Not sure what I should do there. I think I'm just going to leave it be. Take that guy out. Put this guy. Yeah, the water movement's really awful because you walk a lot slower while in water. So you kind of have to just jump your way through it for optimal performance. Also, gators are not food in this version of the game, unfortunately. But we can pretend they are. But I'm still going to run away from them. Also, man, this game's music is so good. Want to also thank everybody who donated towards the Simpsons co-op run that's going to be happening after this. Very excited they got bumped up to a co-op run with myself and Anthole. For stage 2, we're on to rail shooter mode. I'm playing this using the controller, for those that are going to ask. Zapper just takes way too long to set up. This is what I got used to. Any enemy in any of these rooms who are tucked away, like if you can only see part of their body, they can drop items. So our goal is as soon as I take out one of them, just immediately snag the item that he has here. That's not going to be great for the end of the stage, because similarly to how like Ninja Gaiden, you get when Nimpo gets counted down and hearts get counted down in Castlevania, it'll count down our bullets, so we lose frames for that. But it's okay. Because somebody's getting fed, right? In this case, it's Bayou Billy's 6-shooter. Other than that, this stage is pretty standard auto-scroller. Not a whole heck of a lot going on. The only ways you can really increase speed, aside from the boss fight, are to ensure that you're just, once you get to these standstill sections, like what's about to come up here, just take care of enemies as quickly as you can. The last one on the screen is especially important. For the hourglass, we don't lose ammo as long as the hourglass is active. So I can just go nuts and just mash buttons and fire away. Snag that health. Surely a first aid kit has rations in it, right? That counts as food. That hurt. I didn't want that to happen. Same there with that first aid kit. We'll take our rations. Got more than enough ammo for the boss here. I'm just hoping for good RNG. The copter's kind of mean. He can despawn. Getting very good RNG here, though, at least. Stayed on screen the entire time. I'm impressed. It's not normal at all. See, look at all those frames we're losing with all those bullets. Pretty gross. Bypassed our little cutscene for a short stage here. For those that have played the US version, this stage is significantly shorter than what you're probably used to. These guys can take out quickly though, as long as they don't run. After those few guys, we're going to go right to our boss, this being the Indie Social Network. I did not want to get kicked there. That's not entirely random, but not too much control over it either. Alright, got rid of his armor, that's good. Might die here, I don't want that. Probably dead. Ooh, yeah, we're definitely dead. That's really unfortunate. I haven't died on that guy in a long time. I love marathon runs. It really comes down to whether or not he just kicks you at the very start. But in this case, I can't do it with the stick, but now, of course, I get like a perfect fight. Easy peasy. Just wish that had happened the first time. Yeah, what you saw there is how that's supposed to go. But if he kicks you, that's not good, as you can plainly see. So for our driving stages, again, pretty easy Sunday morning driving. The only thing we really need to avoid are getting backed into by any of these cars. We can get shot at, we can have bombs dropped on us by these helicopters, or sorry, airplanes. I guess they're helicopters in the follow-up stage. Really doesn't matter. All that's going to do is damage, and we can refill damage. But if a car backs into us, we take a death, and then we lose all our items, and that's definitely not good. Let's see what we can get here. And that, just another auto-scrolling stage. Here we have Gordon, though. This part's important. In the brown car, that's actually where the boss is going to be, which there isn't technically a boss in this stage. He's just here to basically be Nemesis and troll you the entire time by threatening to back into you. Avoid rocks. Rocks do damage. Also not a big deal, but I prefer to avoid them. Clip that guy. If you can clip the helicopter, I keep wanting to call them that. You can keep clipping the planes with dynamite, all the better, but it's kind of hard. This requires pretty good timing, because that spot where they land, where they can get hit by dynamite, they don't stay there long. You only have a small amount of frames which to clip them, probably about 20 to 30 frames, so it's not super hard, just don't miss it, you know? So for the green canister there, that actually refills our health, so we can only assume that's food. And then for the blue and gray canisters, those actually add on to the timer for the stage, which is how we're losing frames. But gotta feed the car too. Car also hungry. Pretty easy first driving stage. But we lost a lot of frames. For the second stage, first of all, this music track is amazing. Like, I wish this song was featured in more stages. It's pretty good. Just another standard driving stage. The only part that's different is that in this stage, Gordon's car is the same color as some of the enemy cars. Oof, almost got hit there, actually. Tried to shoot him, but sometimes turning in this game while making sure you get your shots in is not the easiest thing. See what I mean? Like, we're just getting veered off here. Oh well, I'd rather avoid them than risk getting hit by them. Get hit by an oil slick there. Somehow missed that window on the copter. Yeah, here they're actually copters, because of course they are. Okay, so that's Gordon, because we couldn't kill him with one shot. We're just going to be avoiding him the entire time. Gordon's appearance here is actually completely random. Sometimes he shows up at this point, sometimes he shows up right at the start of the room. Sometimes he doesn't show up at all. I think that happened to me one time ever. Other downside of this stage for this run, not much food in this stage. I think there's like maybe one timer and then we've got this one health up. Whereas the previous driving stage had a ton of health. Oof. Missed the food and missed hitting the copter. That went all bad. Kind of amazed that Nuke missed me, given this game's suspension for weird hitboxes. He's just good, man, I'm telling you. You can despawn Gordon by shooting him a certain number of times, but by despawning him, you only risk the chance of him coming back again later. I'm hoping missing that time didn't kill us, because if you run out of time, it's a death. Like, you actually have to start over in the stage. Okay, we're safe. Good. Good, good, good. Okay, so stage 6, this is actually my favorite stage in the game. Has the most interesting speed tech. By doing a little bit of this, we're gonna wiggle up and down. Enemies would normally be spawning here, but if I do this correctly, should despawn more of them. I only despawned all but one, but still managed to despawn a couple. If you look closely on the right, you can see a guy trying to come into the screen, but by doing that, it manipulates him to try to not do that. I actually don't believe those guys can drop food. These guys can, so I'm gonna go after him. Didn't drop food, weird. Maybe one of these guys will? These guys you can't despawn. They're just gonna come in, swinging their ball and chain. Turn around, please. There we go. Got our food. We'll move on. There's a way to despawn these guys as well, but haven't quite figured out how to narrow that one down yet. This is peculiar. So ordinarily the whip is pretty bad, but since I don't have since I don't have the stick anymore after taking that death in the stage 3 boss, I'm gonna go ahead and take it just as a precautionary measure. The whip does have incredible range, which makes you think it'd be really good, but the damage on it's very poor. So I don't tend to put a lot of stock into it. This guy should drop a stick though, which is great. Some more of this baller music too. These guys can behave very, very oddly. I did not want that. That was rude. I think I had to get that like right in the middle. Oh no, and I started spawning these guys. Hopefully they drop food. Would be awesome. They did not. Go figure. This guy with his armor, or lack thereof, just gonna keep whipping into him. We'll want this for a bit later, in case any of these guys spawn. One last despawn segment here. That didn't quite work. This is the worst one to miss, because this is the only one that features a guy spawning on the left. I'm just gonna take the gun. This will be really good against some enemies. Obviously not him, because he has armor. Oof, the throw. This is where this game can get really difficult. When they start being able to like maneuver around you and stuff, you get really out of hand really quick. See what I mean? Some real bad behavior there. Lose a little bit of time for that. Kinda got hurt pretty hard by not getting some food earlier in the stage, and that's not on me. The game just didn't spawn any. Would have gladly taken some Thanksgiving turkey if they would have let me. Also can get in on you and do that throw, which is really bad for you. Alright, another quick risk. I'm actually gonna avoid taking the body armor with me, which for the final stage is definitely a bit risky, but I think I can work with it. Alright, stage 7. Another rail shooter. Also the hardest stage in the game. Because all the stage wants to do is troll you. These guys in the purple jackets just get to run around like idiots and basically do whatever they want. I'm still going to collect every item that I see. There just won't be as many of them here. In fact, I think there's only one health up in this entire stage, and it's super hard to get. I think I may have gotten it once ever, maybe not even that. Take that guy out. The only items here tend to be dropped by the motorcycle enemies. sometimes by enemies that are caught underground, but I don't think that's very common. Yeah, that guy didn't drop anything. Not good. So here's how the mechanics of the rail shooter stages work. I'm sorry, I'm jogging my memory here. When you fire a bullet, if it makes contact with an enemy, you don't lose ammo. So like, I have 130. If I shoot an enemy and it makes its contact or makes its mark, I don't lose the ammo. But if I miss, then I do. This is important because if we get reduced down to 0 bullets, we take a death. Like, that's the same as losing all your health. So we have 2 resources we have to keep track of here. Come here. See what I'm talking about with them trolling you? They can move faster than you can aim. And they can go in, like, opposite directions and stuff. And there's very, very little control you have. Alright, so quick bit of clutch. Got this motorcycle here. It's going to have this body armor that I want to collect. Gonna be invincible through here. What's up there, Rata? I'm trying not firing too much. That motorcycle there is, I believe, the one that has the first aid. Unfortunately, we missed that, but you get so little chances of hitting that enemy. It's really, really hard. In this case, I'm going to try and conserve ammo. I'm generally not comfortable with the boss of this stage unless I have 60 ammo. So I'm trying to not just go buck wild by just firing everywhere. For our boss, we've got a duo attack here. Got Arnold and his little minion. Take care of him really quickly. This guy can be really hard to hit, as you can plainly see. He just bounces around all over the place. Okay, final 2 stages. This stage is really short, but unfortunately for us, it's also incredibly dangerous. First goal I have is to try to get this gun from this enemy. Took it back. Also unfortunate I don't have body armor, which will be good later, but not so much now. Try to take them out. Nice enough they lined up for me. Thankfully from here I only need the 1 bullet. But this segment of enemies is also the toughest. These guys can not only cause a lot of problems, they also have a lot of health. And of course they made me pick up the knife. Not a good day. Oh wait, I still have a bullet left, that's cool. Okay, so this is gonna be tricky. Ah, missed it. Okay, actually got it there, that's cool. So what's supposed to happen there is you're supposed to get 1 hit and then shoot her when she jumps over you. But because I didn't have a good melee weapon, I missed the hit. So, unfortunate rip there, but still got the backup quick kill. I managed to take out the dog. On to our final bosses. Here we have Gordon. Takes 9 jump kicks if I land this perfectly. As long as he doesn't knock me away. Very good. Okay, and from here, I don't think I have armor. If I don't, then that means this blue guy is going to die in 4 hits. Well, I knocked my armor off, so that's good now. Maybe not. Maybe I'm supposed to start the room without armor. This is bad, though. They start hugging me like crazy. That's going to get real ugly. Might be dead here? Yep. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Got hit a lot. Always unfortunate to take a death there. Like, here's the tech of this stage is if you don't have armor like I didn't there, that guy dies in 4 hits. Why that didn't happen the first time I don't understand, because he did knock my armor off, so kind of puzzled about that, but whatever. Should be able to make quick work of this guy, even though he takes 10 hits. I don't know why you get that bonus for not having armor, but whatever. Weird game quirk. Either way, it's going to take us on to the end, and rescuing Annabelle is going to be time. Yeah, sub 18, not really what I was looking for, but still a decent run, and it's a fun game to show off because the music's great, and plus we got a lot of food, or at least as much as we could have. Yeah, the bosses are I think they're like the Rock brothers, which makes it even more funnier that I run this game. Their names are like Rocky and Rocco, I think, or something super bland, but it's great. Anyway, thank you so much for the GGs, everybody. That's gonna wrap it up for Mad City. Oh, this ending music is amazing too. Like, I love this song. Anyway, hope you all enjoyed Mad City. Not quite as much food collecting in that game as there will be in the next one. Be sure to stick around. I will be doing some co-op Simpsons Arcade here momentarily with Anthole. Can't wait to get that set up. So, see you soon.